Hi fellow traders. In this video, I'm going to recap my trades from today. I had three pretty decent trades um, and just kind of want to go over them real quick. The first one was on Trip. You see it had the big gap up, and what I was expecting this to do was to open up, maybe sell off a little bit and bounce off the VWAP so I could, we could take it long so I can, most likely test the high of pre-market. But I watched these first three candles, and when this fourth one really couldn't, it opened over, this one opened over VWAP, this one opened over it, but then it started to sell off. Right when I was getting ready to, click the button, I start seeing this thing sell off. So I'm saying, well, let's see what it's going to do. So I kind of waited, and, I'm looking at this candle print. So then I look over here at the 2-minute because this is what I'm going to use to enter. So, I go ahead and enter. This closes below it. This printed, open below it and closed below it. So I figured it was time to get in and get short. So I went ahead and took this short and got a pretty decent move. About a little over a point. Was only in 100 shares, and I didn't have 100% confidence in it because it didn't do what I anticipated it to do out of the gate, but still a decent win. Um, and when it got down here and got on the deviation band, I wanted to take it, but I kind of gave it some room because I saw the 9 coming down and felt that it would keep driving it down some more. So I let it ride a little bit. I think I took it off when this candle closed above the 9 was kind of when I got out. And that seemed to be, the perfect time to get out. So this kind of followed, this is just a typical VWAP fade, trade where I get a candle to close below it. The next candle open below it and never really shows any sign of, coming back. So I went ahead and got short and took it down to the deviation band. But I just wanted to see how low it could go, um, before it came back and crossed above the 9. And that was, I just let it stop me out there. The next trade, I guess the last 2 weeks I've been dealing with this Twitter, and today I guess it gapped up on some news this morning, and here I was looking for it again to go long. I was looking for it to hold this level here, break through this resistance, have it hold the support, and probably take it long. That's what I was looking for, but it sold off. I got these crazy candles, and I almost took it off watch, but I started watching it for the bounce. Didn't Wondered if it was gonna bounce off of this level again, but it took it out, came down on top of the lower deviation band, and I was saying in chat that it looks like it was getting ready to reverse. Um, and I watched this, and I wasn't going to take it here because it wasn't above the 9, and the 9 was still coming down, so I figured it was going to continue to drive it down some more. So I kind of waited, and then I guess probably around in here is when I got a call, had to get on a conference call, and was still kind of watching this because I really wanted to catch the bounce. And once this thing closed over or started to push the 9, and I switched over here to the 2-minute chart and went ahead and got a good entry here and took the trade up to the VWAP. And this candle printed, opened here, it ran up, and as it started slamming back down, I went ahead and took it off because whenever I have a profit target like this, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And By then, I think I got back to my desk probably when it was around in here because I just taken my laptop with me, when I had to go and get on the phone. But I'm looking at this and I'm saying, this may be setting up for a VWAP trade. And it held a 20 right here, and that was a good sign. Then you got a pop up here, and then this candle, and I figured, here's about time to go. And I'm still looking at this, looking for it to set up on the 5. Then I'm looking here for an entry. And I think I got in somewhere in here and, took it long for the trade off the VWAP. Well, there was no reason for me to get shaken out here, but I was in a lot of size, and whenever you're in, a lot more size than you normally are, your emotions come into play. And when you have a stock like Twitter where these candles can be 20-cent swings, um, and you're in, 1,000 shares, you can, do the math, so you know how big of a swing that is. So, just went ahead. It kind of shook me out. I was already had a decent trade here, and didn't really want to give much back, so I went ahead and got out. And that was my second trade. So today was a lot better day. Um, for trades, I think the volume came back in. Had a lot of opportunities in chat today. There were some, I know one big runner, and it was just a good day in chat today. So hopefully tomorrow I can find a couple more and kind of repeat the day, because all I need is 1 or 2 good days, and I won't have to trade the rest of the days. I could just sit back and sit on my hands and wait for the perfect setup. So as long as these opportunities come and I can maximize them and trade with a little sense, I can continue to march forward and eventually reach my goals. But that's all for now. I hope everybody had a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow in chat.